And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Quivs here. Quivs does stuff. We're back playing Phasmophobia yet again because I cannot leave this game alone. I basically have played it every day now since the Nightmare update came out. Well, every day I could, except for the ones where I was working and I couldn't. There has been a patch, a balance patch, to the Nightmare update. And I'm going to go through some of the things about it now before we begin playing. So the Ouija board has had some changes. First of all, the Ouija board is now guaranteed on Nightmare difficulty, so it's got to be there somewhere. So if you don't know all the board spots, Nightmare's not a bad way to find all the board spots, because the board's got to be there somewhere. You can now ask the Ouija board what your sanity is in different ways. So you can't ask the Ouija board what your percentage is, but you can ask it things, well, actually I don't know. We're going to do some experimentation in training today to see what sort of things you can ask. I don't have a list of the questions yet. We will be finding out. I'm going to do some experimentation. Some of the more professional guys will also be doing a lot of it. I'm sure within a few days we'll know everything there is to know about the board, but at the moment I know little to nothing about the changes. Different questions will give different responses. My assumption is that you can find out whether you're at high, low, full sanity, no sanity, those sorts of things. Asking about your sanity will only drain your sanity a very small amount. So the recent changes in the Nightmare update to the sanity increased the amount of sanity you dropped for a correct answer and decreased the amount of sanity you dropped for an incorrect answer. Now different kinds of questions will also affect how much sanity you lose. So less useful Ouija board questions now drain your sanity much less. So for example, asking the ghost, how many people did you kill? Which doesn't actually give you any information about the ghost whatever, will probably drop your sanity only a little bit because it doesn't help you. But asking the ghost, where are you, and getting an answer is going to drop your sanity a lot because that's an extremely helpful question. Right, some Ouija board spawn points have been modified to avoid clipping with hide-in-place blockers. So on higher difficulty levels, some of the hiding spots like cupboards and lockers and things, behind doors, etc., have been blocked by items, so you physically can't fit in there with them. A lot of those spots were also Ouija board spawning spots, so sometimes you'll enter a level and you'll immediately hear the Ouija board get ejected from wherever it tried to spawn because it was in a locker with a bunch of items. It also makes it easier to find the Ouija board because it's lying outside the locker. Anyway, so they've adjusted the spawn points so that that doesn't happen anymore. Hopefully they got all of them. Probably not. We'll soon see. Ghosts changing their preferred room is now tied to sanity. So higher sanity is less room changing. Before it was just a flat percentage chance. It only happened on Professional and Nightmare, and the chance was higher on Nightmare, obviously. I believe it's still more likely on Nightmare than it is on Professional, but it's not as bad as it used to be. There's now a shortcut from the entrance area to the campfire area in Maple Lodge campsite. Now, I don't know where that is. I don't know whether it's just like you can walk through the bushes or something, but yeah, there's now a shortcut. So that map has changed slightly. Heavy Rain has received new visuals, because I believe it was just light rain, but extra, and now they've actually added a specific visual just for Heavy Rain. More photos have been added. That's not more photo types that you can take with a camera, but they have been actually adding fan photos, so people have been submitting their own photography to the developers, and they've been putting those in the photo frames around all the maps. So more of those have been added recently. Weather can now come through the grated ceilings in the prison cell blocks. Nice addition, because it was weird to know that it's raining outside and look up and see the sky and it's not raining. Anyway, ghosts now have a maximum range for changing preferred rooms. That's good. Before, it was possible for a ghost to wander to the other side of the map and then change to that room. I most recently had that ghost whose preferred room stayed where it was, but the ghost went to the opposite side of high school. Extremely annoying. In all of these changes, in all these patch notes, I don't actually read anything that says that that doesn't happen anymore. I believe it's been addressed, and it's sort of been addressed as part of the change in preferred room, but I'm not sure. So ghosts might still be able to wander ridiculously large distances, like from one side of the map to the other side of the map, and then spend ages hanging around there, but at least now it can't move its preferred room that far. Goryo will now always give dots evidence on Nightmare difficulty. That's because the other evidences of a Goryo, like there's no way to discover that it's a Goryo without the fact that it only gives dots in a very specific way, and that is that it will not give dots while you're in the room. It'll only give dots when there's no one in the room. So you need to be watching on the camera in the van. That's the only thing that gives away Agorio. So if you've got the other two bits of information about Agorio, which is... I better actually check that out because I don't know. Gorio. Where the hell is the Gorio? There he is. EMF level 5 and fingerprints. So if you get EMF level 5 and fingerprints, that could be a Gorio, it could be a Jinn, it could be a Myling, it could be an Obake. So it could be any one of those ghosts, right? A Myling you can only tell by hunting, and Obake you... How the hell would you even pick that it's an Obake? Oh yeah, the Obake does that, the shape-shifting thing. A Jinn, so every other ghost there you would have to decipher by hunting. Agorio will no longer leave two pieces of evidence in Nightmare mode. One of those pieces of evidence will always be dots. The other one will either be fingerprints or EMF level 5. That makes it easier to find because you can identify the Gorio by its dots. So that's a change that they made. I think it was a good choice. What was the other ghost that they did that for? They did that for 2 ghosts. Obake will now always give fingerprints evidence on Nightmare difficulty. That's because the Obake, both its hidden passive. Its hidden passive is that its fingerprints degrade quicker than any other ghost. All ghosts now leave fingerprints for 2 minutes. That's another big change. Fingerprints no longer go away. Not no longer go away. Fingerprints no longer have a percentage chance to be left. So for all ghosts that leave fingerprints, with the exception of the Obake, there is a 100% chance that it'll leave fingerprints. So if it touches a light switch, it's going to leave fingerprints. If it touches a light switch and doesn't leave fingerprints, and then later on touches a door and leaves fingerprints, it's an Obake, because that is the only ghost that cannot leave fingerprints one time and leave fingerprints another time. The other special that it does is that it leaves 6-fingered fingerprints. I haven't actually seen it yet, but you can check out other people's channels. The Obake leaves 6-fingered fingerprints. That is, in its flavor text, the shape-shifting that it does. Right, fingerprints now have a 100% chance to spawn instead of 75%, yes. Fingerprints now last 2 minutes before fading out. So they were only 1 minute before, but on some maps that's not long enough to get back to the van and grab some sort of tool and get back to the thing. If you're right at the far end of Asylum, it's still not enough time. If you're right at the far end of the high school, I think it's still not enough time. But 2 minutes is a bit better than it was. It gives you a chance to find them. It gives you a chance to maybe do something that you were busy doing. Finish that, put the tool down, pick up a tool to check for fingerprints and check for fingerprints. The Obake's passive also makes fingerprints last half as long. That used to be 30 seconds when fingerprints lasted 1 minute. It might be 1 minute now, but I haven't done any testing yet. Fingerprints can now be left on small tents, picnic benches, cooler boxes, wooden posts, log seating in the Maple Lodge campsite. So they've increased the number of places that it can leave it. Because before it was like the camp lights that hang from inside the tents and are sitting around the tents, like the lanterns, and the fairy lights, and the doors in the toilet block. And that was it. Oh, it could leave them on the inside of the tent. I did find one on the inside of the tent. They've increased the places on the tents. They've increased, added things like picnic benches, cooler boxes, wooden posts. There's a whole bunch more places it can leave fingerprints now, which is good because there wasn't enough before. The amount of hiding blockers has been adjusted in all locations and difficulties. I don't know whether that means up or down, but they've been adjusted. Camping lights, fairy lights, and the campfire light have been adjusted to stop sanity drain like other lights. So before you could turn the lights on, and they're quite bright, especially the fairy lights, like they light up a big area, but your sanity was still draining. That was not intentional, so they fixed that. Ghosts now have a much lower chance to change preferred rooms on Professional and Nightmare. Yes, we talked about that already. Lowered the chance for ghosts to wander long distances. So they still can, but they've lowered the chance. So I hope it's not still possible to get a ghost like we did that Carol, who had an upstairs bathroom on the right and spent all her time in the upstairs bathroom on the left in high school, because that's really far. That's a massive, massive walk. Fog color, night vision, and ghost orbs have been adjusted to help gameplay visibility during foggy weather. If it was foggy weather, it was possible to see orbs without actually switching to night vision, because they increased the visibility of orbs so much on foggy weather that you didn't need night vision to see them. So I think they fixed that, which is why they changed the fog color in night vision. So night vision should work better. We might get some fog. We might see. Ghosts on Nightmare difficulty were actually less interactive than ghosts on professional difficulty. They had a negative interaction modifier, so they were doing less things, which made it harder to work out what they were. That turned out to not actually be any fun, so that's been turned off. They now interact as much as ghosts do on professional. Optimized all the weather conditions for better performance. That's just, it runs better. Optimized trees and other foliage in Maple Lodge campsite for better performance. It runs better. The clock ticking and white noise sounds now loop seamlessly. Oh, thank you so much. That was so annoying that the clock would tick, 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 tick. Drive me insane. Anyway, so they fixed that now. White noise sounds also loop seamlessly. There's no gap in that one either. There was a problem in VR where you would, if you're attempting to grab something nearby a tent door, you'd always get the tent door. They've kind of fixed that, but I haven't played this game in VR yet. I have not had the guts to do so. Ghost events will no longer stop if you leave the room or get too far away from the ghost. So if you left your camera 2 rooms away and a ghost event happens and you go running for your camera, if you get far enough away, the ghost event would have just stopped. Now if you get a really long ghost event and you run to get your camera, you can come back and the ghost might still be there if it was a really long ghost event. Several fixes as well. There were some safe spots in Maple Lodge where you couldn't die. There were some problems with tent collision. Some places you could get stuck. Fixed a safe spot under the bed in the nursery on Edgefield Street House. Didn't know about that one. Interesting. Fixed a bug where the Raiju's weakness wasn't working correctly. I don't know what the Raiju's weakness was. Anyway. Fixed a bug where you could teleport into the Tanglewood house through the yellow barricades. Yes, you could get inside the Tanglewood house without ever opening the front door. InSim did a very amusing video on that. It also showed all the evidence you can get before the ghost is activated, because until you unlock the front door, the ghost isn't activated. But the ghost is still present. It's standing still. It's in the house. You can get spirit box. You can get salt footprints. You can get motion sensors. You can get orbs. There's a whole bunch of stuff you could get without ever unlocking the front door. What else have we got? Sound sensors placed on the floor didn't show up on the map. Sound sensors placed on the floor didn't work properly. That's been fixed. Both of them. You can't make an Onryo hunt by dropping a candle anymore. So dropping a candle puts the flame out, and a candle going out near an Onryo can trigger it to hunt at any sanity. It was any sanity. That no longer applies. The Onryo himself has to blow out a candle that is standing upright or being held. I believe it still works that if there is another candle in the room, an Onryo still can't hunt. An Onryo cannot hunt in the presence of a flame. So if you've got candles in the ghost room and all the rooms around it and they stay lit, an Onryo can't hunt. Fixed a bug where the ghost would be completely invisible instead of only casting shadows. That was extremely annoying. That totally happened. And the ghost was just invisible. You knew it was hunting, you could hear it hunting, and you had no idea where it was. There was no way to get a photo of that, because you couldn't judge the blink. You couldn't even judge where it was. You couldn't even judge the distance for the smudge stick. You just had to run. Fixed a bug where other players' microphone volume would reset when returned to the lobby. Haven't seen that, but okay, that was apparently happening. Some fingerprints weren't giving, some light switches weren't giving fingerprints. Several showers weren't interactable. Several showers had 2 shower heads. They didn't look like it, but you could turn the shower on and you could see water coming out of the shower head, but you could also see a shower head where water wasn't coming out of it at the same time, superimposed over each other. That was pretty interesting. Some bones weren't giving photo evidence. You could take as many photos of them as you like, and they weren't giving evidence. Asking the Ouija board multiple questions. There was actually a cool thing where the Ouija board, the plectrum, I believe is the name of the thing that moves around on the Ouija board. It would wig out and go whoa when you tried to ask it multiple questions. They fixed it so it doesn't do that. I think they should have left it. It was awesome. Fix the bug where dropping the Ouija board in VR would stop it falling to the ground. I heard about that. Apparently in VR, if you drop the Ouija board, it would just hang in the air where you left it, like time had stopped. Fix the bug where hiding spots could still be blocked on amateur. That's not intended. Amateur's supposed to have all the hiding spots open. Fix the bug where lights wouldn't reset their brightness after flickering. Yeah, you had to turn the lights on and off to get back to full brightness. That was unintended. I thought it was intended, so you knew where the ghost had flickered lights. Fix the bug where players could talk on the walkie-talkie when near a hunted ghost. Yeah, you're not supposed to be able to do that. Fix the bug where ghosts could change preferred rooms to one on the opposite side of the location. Yeah, so that's everything. And then this morning, a little bit later, there was one extra fix to the patch, which was fixed a bug where sanity would drop to 0 when using the Ouija board. So that wasn't intentional. All right, that's a massive, massive list of patch notes. Possibly you didn't care about all of that. But yeah, let's dive on in. Let's dive on into our standard. We'll go to Brownstone High School at Professional, not Nightmare. I've started adding all the equipment now. I don't normally do it, but I've just gotten sick of clicking things individually. It might save me a little bit of money, but oh well, whatever. I don't think you can open the fridge yet, no. The fridge is still not openable. Oh, bucket, Raiju, weakness. Oh, yes. So, a Raiju disrupts electronic equipment from a further distance away, so you know it's hunting. Most other ghosts, unless they're within 10 meters of you, you don't even know they're hunting because there's no indication. Like, your torchlight doesn't flicker, the lights don't flicker. But a Raiju, at 20 meters, everything starts flickering, so you know it's hunting. Yeah, it's a bit easier to find them that way. Right. Let's get started. Grab the key. We're looking for a Dorothy Wilson. Prevent the ghost from hunting with a crucifix. The ghost from motion sensor. Okay. Prevent the ghost from hunting with a crucifix. It's going to be difficult. Depends what room it's in, really. If it's in a really big open room, that's almost impossible most of the time. Let's do a quick orb scan in case it's hiding in one of the corridors and it's an orbs ghost. I don't think I've got it in high school in a long time, where it's been an orbs ghost and I've been able to spot the orbs on the camera before going in. But I've had it in prison not that long ago, and I had it off stream in prison not that long ago. And it wasn't in one of the cell blocks, it was one of the upstairs rooms, and I turned the camera on and I'm like, that's a ghost orb. Is that a ghost orb? That's a ghost orb. And I went over there and sure enough, that's where the ghost was. So, yeah, don't underestimate the ability of being able to find ghost orbs before unlocking the building. It's one of the few pieces of evidence that the ghost leaves even before it's activated. So now, the ghost is in there somewhere, and it's standing absolutely still and is not allowed to move and not allowed to do anything until the key goes in the front door, until the front door or one door, because opening the side door in the high school still counts. But until you unlock that door, the ghost isn't allowed to do anything. However, it is still producing dots. Okay, there's no dot projector, so I can't see it, but it would produce dots if there was a dot projector there. It is producing ghost orbs. It's not changing the temperature. I believe the temperature remains the same. It doesn't go to freezing until after the door's been unlocked. It doesn't start lowering the temperature. There's a few other things as well. But yeah, it's some of the ghost's abilities are already active, some others are not. Alright, no orbs. No freebies. The breaker is under the stairs on the right hand side, so that's where we'll go in. I hope it isn't the twins. Okay, so the twins, there is technically two ghost models. Only one of them can trigger motion sensors. There's the ghost and there's the decoy. The decoy cannot trigger motion sensors. They both hunt. Whichever one starts the hunt becomes the main ghost, and the other one then becomes the decoy for the duration of the hunt. I've forgotten the damn ghost's name. Dorothy Wilson, where are you? Can you give us a sign? Dorothy Wilson. Dorothy, where are you? Almost sounded like a phone really far away, but I'm not sure. It's the problem with the rain, is that you can't be sure. I think that's the whole point, in fact. I think a 0.2. I'm not sure about these 0.2s and 0.3s and 0.4s. I see them occasionally, but they're misleading. Sometimes they are in the direction of the ghost, and sometimes they're not. I really don't know about them yet. I'm inclined to believe that they're nothing. It's just something that occasionally happens. Dorothy Wilson, where are you? See, there's another one, and I don't know what it is. I don't think it's anything. Alright, I'll turn this off. I'm going to go over here. I thought that was the bone just sitting there for a minute. Dorothy Wilson, where are you? Give us a sign. Nah, you know what? I'm going to leave it off and I'm just going to keep going. Dorothy. There's that 0.2 again. Because even ghost footsteps are a higher reading than that. Ghost footsteps are like 3s and stuff. Dorothy Wilson, where are you? Give us a sign. Make a noise. Do something obvious. Did you turn the breaker off, Dorothy, you naughty, naughty ghost? That's uncool. Dorothy Wilson, where are you? Give us a sign. Dorothy, 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 Dorothy. Are you here, Dotty? Nope. What a naughty ghost. I'm going to have to go back out and come back in the far door, and then we'll go upstairs. Yeah, also having like an assortment of doors just open, that's also like a wicked change. That's made the game so much harder. I'm going to have to check my sanity now, because now I was walking through the dark for way longer than I'd intended. Oh, and I don't remember whether I turned that light off or not either. It's alright, it's probably just one less light. Should be alright. But I think my sanity should be 70% by now. Looks like EMF level 5. Oh no, 88. Alright, we'll leave it then. Very uncool that the ghost turned the thing back off straight away. I do not think it's possible to get paramite from outside. I've never done any serious experimentation in that way, but I do not think it's possible. Dorothy! You turned the breaker off again, Dorothy. Well, there's another 0.5. Now, there's definitely dirty water upstairs. Or somewhere close, anyway. Gonna turn that one on. Yep. There's dirty water up here. Have been getting a hell of a lot of bathroom ghosts, I can say that for sure. Hi Dorothy, how are you? You good? Cool. Alright, so somewhere here. Let me do one quick check. Doesn't appear to be freezing. Hey Dorothy, you here? Dorothy? Can you give us a sign? Thanks. It's definitely here. Should have got 2 photos for that. 1 interaction, 1 dirty water. Excellent. Dirty water has a higher priority than interaction. I think that's a bad choice. Okay, so the ghost is definitely in the bathroom again, which is, you know, somewhat unfortunate, but not the most horrible thing in the world. Let's see if it wanders off to the far side of the school again. It hasn't yet, because it definitely interacted with that sink again, which was good. But we'll grab the cameras, we'll set stuff up, and we'll see what happens. That's alright, you can watch on YouTube. YouTube is just as effective of a platform. That looks somewhat like Twins. You wanted Twins, Esme. There's a couple of bits and pieces there that looked a bit twin-like. We shall see. Let's get a camera in. And the dots. Although I think the twins are freezing and we haven't got freezing yet. Alright. So we'll see if there's orbs. The break has probably been on long enough for me to try the temperature probe as well. Thermometer as opposed to temperature probe. Even more water. I'm going to take all those photos because screw it. Alright, I don't see any orbs, so now I don't know which room it is. So that's a little less useful. Where the hell did I leave my camera? Oh. Haha. Oh, you... Really? Oh, it's freezing in the corridor. Still no orbs. But if it's freezing in the corridor, it might be a corridor ghost. So where did I leave that dots? Alright, if it's a demon, I'm getting really close. Turn the breaker off twice. Don't know if that's an indication or anything. I believe it means it can't be a djinn, because I don't think a djinn ever turns the breaker off. I believe it can turn the breaker on, it's just rare. Alright, let's get back to the van. Let's check our sanity. Should be 70-ish%, should be pill worthy by now. Yep, on the money. Ah yes, the light's back on, so now I won't be able to see orbs if there were any. It's very hard to see the orbs in the corridors anyway. But I think if there were, I would have picked them up on the passive cams, because there's a passive cam that looks into this corridor. We'll give it a little bit and see if we get any dots. Nothing yet. Right, so what I might do next is I might move a few bits and pieces of other actual evidence equipment up there, and then we'll take all the motion sensors up there to see what we get. No, just the one door, not a very high EMF. It's definitely there then at the moment, and we still haven't seen the dots, so quite possibly not dots, but let's put in dirty water. Excellent. Let's put in freezing temperatures because we do have that. So yeah, demon was an option, which is why I immediately went, alright, better take pills early, because if demon is an option and you are at 70% sanity, that doesn't look as twins as it did before. That's a fair bit of activity, but it's probably just a whole bunch more dirty water, would be my guess. Let's take the book and the spirit box. You can see the glow coming out the top of the school. That means the light is still on, which means the breaker is not off again yet. Chances are it'll do that soon. If it's turned it off twice already, there's a very good chance it'll do it again. I don't know what governs the ghost turning the breaker on and off either. We've been led to believe that, for example, a mare will never turn a light on because that goes against everything it stands for, and a djinn will never turn the breaker off because that goes against everything that it stands for. But in the case of all the other ghosts, what governs whether it turns the light on and off, I don't know. I've got one photo left. Where'd I drop the camera? Damn it. Ah. Oh, I hope that was the right sync. It was. Excellent. Alright. Well, let's try the rooms first. Where are you? How old are you? What do you want? Where are you? How old are you? What do you want? Where are you? How old are you? What do you want? Where are you? That scared the hell out of me. So it's young. So we do have spirit box. So I'd no longer need to try that in the corridor with the lights off, because I know that it is a spirit box ghost who is young. Onryo or the twins? What do you know? So we've got the fire one, or we've got twinsies. It's done a lot of stuff. I'd be inclined to believe twins. Let me check my Phasmophobia cheat sheet here. We've got freezing and we got spirit box. Onryo is ghost orbs and the twins is EMF level 5. Oh, you... That's pretty twin-like. It totally just turned the light on and off again in a very, very short period. Alright. So, EMF. Definitely going to have to actually bring an EMF up here. Get the ghost not to hunt with a crucifix is going to be too hard if it's the corridor, because it's the whole corridor, so that's just too much. It's not going to happen. So I'm going to give up on that one, because that's crazy talk. But we should be able to get the others, so long as I keep my sanity good. We should manage, I hope. Yeah. See, that kind of looks like the twins. Sanity's good. I still haven't seen any of that. So let's take one motion sensor and one EMF and head back up there. Yeah, so the twins in... I think the breaker's off again. Wow. The twins in somewhere like a corridor, especially in the high school, with how many rooms and things there are to interact with in and around the corridors is crazy, because they will do so many things in such a short period of time. Mind you, it's only a few places where I think it's kind of done multiple things. It hasn't frequently done multiple things. Yeah, it hasn't touched any of these other doors. It's thrown one thing in here by the looks of it, but nothing else. Dorothy, can you give us a sign? Wilson. Dorothy Wilson, can you give us a sign? Where are you? Show yourself. Dorothy Wilson. Are you here? Dorothy, please tell me you didn't go for a frickin' long-ass wander to the other side of the school, because we've had ghosts do that and it's really annoying. Dorothy Wilson, give us a sign. Show yourself. Alright, I think it's sound sensor time, because it's being a Carol. I'm going to leave that near the door, because if it touches the door, I might get the EMF I'm after. Might not be able to tell if it is EMF level 5, because I won't be there, but I should at least tick the objective. Yeah, it still could be the twins. It's a bit iffy, but it's very plausible. Yeah, see, that doesn't really look like twins. It has triggered the motion sensor, so it is there somewhere. Alright, I'm going to go with... Give me the other motion sensors. I'm going to take them up. Sanity's alright for a little bit. It's not a ghost that can hunt early, except for the Onryo, and there's no flames, so he can't early hunt me, because there's no flames to go out. Yeah, let's see. Try and get a few more motion sensors in and see if we can track her movements. She's still here. She's still in the corridor. It's still freezing. Dorothy Wilson, where are you? Give us a sign. Dorothy Wilson, show yourself. Dorothy, why have you gone quiet now? 0.6. Don't think that's anything though. That was a footstep, which is over there or here. Further down the corridor, Dorothy. Is that why? Because you're not close enough to actually interact with anything. EMF level 5, it's twins. Alright. Let's see if we can get him to step in some salt. So as far as the main and the decoy goes, I don't know if they can both step in salt. That would be interesting. Might be possible for them to both step in salt. Because my understanding from what the other guys have said and in their questions to developers is there is two physical ghosts walking around. Like there's two physical entities. Whoa. Yeah. Now that looks like the twins. Alright, definitely pill time again. Because we're not going to do that crucifix one, but we want to get a couple more photos. So I need this and that. Oh, no, I don't need that anymore. This and that. And a camera, which I can't take as well. So we'll have to take this and that and then come back for a camera. Could just do an insim and run around in the dark, but I'm not that good. Or that brave. I think it's freaking crazy that some of these guys will just run around in the dark all the time. Now it's not triggering the motion sensors, so I don't know where it is, so it's going to be actually kind of hard to get it to step in the salt, not knowing where it is. It's going to be really difficult. Seems to be further up the corridor. Well, that kind of helps as well, I guess. If I had a camera, I could take a photo of that. But I ain't got no camera. Ah, the decoy can interact with stuff, but cannot trigger the motion sensor. So if you get a ghost, like, walk out of a room, so you know it walked out of the room and walked down the corridor, for example, and then in that room something still gets interacted with, that's the decoy in that room. Yeah, look at that. EMF level 5, EMF level 5. So many things happening all at one time. Right, camera. Take the other salt. Anything else that's worth taking? The other motion sensor. The other salt. The other motion sensor. So when the twins hunt, they can't both hunt at the same time, but either of them can start hunting. So the ghosts, the main ghost can start hunting, or the decoy can start the hunt. Once one of them has started the hunt, the other one can't hunt until the hunt is over. But essentially speaking, it doesn't matter which one starts the hunt. It becomes the main ghost from then on and can then kill you. So it doesn't matter which one starts it, they can kill you, either of them. Right, so let's try all the way down here at the end. That's the thing, I can't use the salt if I can't find the ghost. Because it hasn't triggered any of these motion sensors. You in here. At least one of you is. Ah, too many things. Hasn't triggered the motion sensor, so it must be in there if it's in here. Let's just put one there and see if anything happens. None of these other motion sensor lights have gone off, have they? Dorothy Wilson, give us a sign. Where are you? The hell do you track these guys? What light did it just flick? This one? What the hell are you? You in there? You just triggered this one. Let's try that. And get a photo of that. And that's all my photos done. So, hopefully that worked. Footstep, footstep, interaction, footstep, footstep. Thanks, Dorothy, that's all we needed. So, everything but the crucifix, but I'm not going to try and deal with the crucifix on the twins in a corridor, because that's just crazy. There's insanity, and then there's insanity. Alright, so that is our traditional high school out of the way. So I don't know what I'm going to do for the rest of the stream, but I do think I want to play with the Ouija board a bit, and I want to do so in safety. So I'm going to go to the training mission on Tanglewood, and we're going to play with the Ouija board a bit and see what sort of things we get. Yeah, that's so twins. That's just crazy activity. Look at it. So you see these changes in angle halfway up the spike? That's another good indication of twins. You don't see that with anything much except occasionally poltergeist. Yeah, so we've got twins, we've got all the things. Didn't find the bone, but that's not a surprise. It is high school. Off we go. Did trigger the motion sensor, but not very often. It was kind of hard to track that one. It was hard to find him.
Welcome back. I've got some jobs ready for you.
Pretty cool, though, really. Pretty cool. Only 5 minutes in the ghost room. That feels wrong. If the corridor was the ghost room, 5 minutes feels really low. Not really sure about that then. It might have moved its ghost rooms up the end of the corridor, and that's why they were hanging out up there, but it was still freezing in the corridor, which is weird. Alright, so I'm going to leave. Buy an item in the store, take a photo of the ghost. Well, that might happen in training. We'll see. Right. Training, can't die. Ah, it's not Nightmare anymore. Alright, training used to be Nightmare. So you jump into training and both these bottom screens were broken. They changed it. So now there isn't a 100% chance of the Ouija board, so we'll have to wander around and see if we can find the Ouija board. I'm going to take that because it says get a photo of the ghost, and there's always a chance that the ghost is going to appear. But yeah, this is training, so, you know. It doesn't give you the ghost name as well. They should totally give the ghost a name. It is in the kitchen. Alright, so I'm going to have to check all the Ouija board spots. The breaker's not on, so it's still unprofessional. Alright, no Ouija board. There's never one in the bathroom, but we'll check anyway, because the bone's going to be here somewhere too, so, you know. Alright, so unprofessional, that one, at least one of the spots is open now. That's not, didn't used to be the case. 2 of the spots? No, just 1. So far. Ah, you can't hide back here anymore. So they said they were going to take away Insim's hiding spot. That was one of his favourites. Now you can't hide back there anymore. I don't know if you could hide... I guess you can. Anyway. So the ghost is there in the kitchen, but that's alright, we'll check downstairs for the breaker and the board. Hello. Nope, no board, no breaker, no bone. Turn these lights on because, there's the bone, which is not worth taking a photo of because you don't get score. What we're really looking for is the breaker and the board. No board. Disappointing. We'll have to start again because there's no board. Sorry, ghost, I don't care what you are. I need to leave. Which I can do from here. Was a gin, apparently. Try that again and see if we can get the board. Foyer. Foyer. Hi. How you doing? Okay, that hiding spot is not blocked in this one. That one is. No board. Turn that and that on for now. No board. Maybe they've changed it so that there's no board in training. There used to be a board in training though. Like, it was possible. It was just as possible as it was with anything else. But I haven't seen it in a while. Maybe they changed it so that it's not possible anymore. The chair can now rock and creak. That was creepy the first time I saw that happen. No board. No board. Maybe they have changed it. We'll try again.
Welcome back.
That one was a spirit.
We've arrived. Check the equipment.
Basement. Alright, last try. If it doesn't work out this time, we'll go and do something else. bone. Alright, so he's down here somewhere. Hi. And there's the board. So, you can absolutely get the board. Turn it on, throw it down. How sane am I? N-O. Not very. So does that mean my sanity's dropped a lot? What is my sanity? High. H-E-A. Healthy. Interesting. Ooh, it turned it off then. Why did healthy turn it off? Healthy. No. Yeah. That's creepy as hell. Am I in hunting range? Can I get hunted? Do you want to hunt? Where are you? Oh, yep, okay, it's still down here. Which is not surprising. Alright. I like that it moves faster now as well. It was a bit ridiculously slow before. What is my sanity? B-A-D. Alright. It's bad now because obviously I got I asked the full-on question, where are you? Which is the biggest question in the game. So let's take all the pills. Oh. So I was at above 25%, but below 30% sanity. No, but below 50% sanity. What percent sanity am I? What is my sanity percentage? No, it just says healthy. How sane am I? Am I sane? What? Am I sane? Am I sane? Am I sane? Ah, interesting. It just goes there. Am I insane? Yes. I think those are just there for the hell of it. I think that's just there to mess with you. I don't think those are actual answers. I mean, my sanity should have dropped enough now that I could take the pills. But I really don't think asking, am I insane, is actually... What is my sanity? Bad. Is my sanity high? How high is my sanity? AWF awful. Interesting. So it does have different words. How high is my sanity? Awful again? Yep. Am I in hunt range? Am I under 50% sanity? Am I high sanity? Am I high sanity? Am I high sanity? What is my sanity? Awful again. Alright, so I think I've probably got myself down to 0 or near 0. Where are you? Dining room. Alright, he's going for a wonder. How old are you? 34. How many people did you kill? 1. How long have you been dead? How long have you been dead? 674 days. That's about 2 years. A year and a bit. Year and 3/4, year and 4/5, something like that. What other cool things are there? Are you angry? Do you want anything? Are you French? Alright, if they're going to put other things in, they should absolutely put OUE into French. Are you French? Or NON. Just for InSim, if for no other reason. What was the other one? Am I insane? Are you insane? Are we insane? What is my sanity? Awful. Are you insane? Are we insane? Am I sane? Yes. Oh, so are you sane or insane gives the same thing. Am I sane? Am I sane? Alright. What else can I ask? I don't know what else to ask. What is your favorite room? Dining room at the moment. How old are you? Where are you? Where are you? You're in the living room. What is your favorite room? You're in the living room. Okay. So we were wondering about that, but no, it does appear to actually just go with where the ghost currently is. What else is there? I think that's about everything. Should I take pills? No. Are you a revenant? Okay, I don't know how Are You a Revenant gives me living room. Are you French? Are you friendly? Are you Spanish? Alright. For the lols, let's work out what this ghost is. Give me that and that. Don't need that. Give me that and that. Don't need that. That, and that. We've already used all our sanity. The ghost should be super active. Navigating purely by the light of the TV. Where are you? How old are you? What do you want? Where are you? How old are you? What do you want? Where are you? How old are you? What do you want? Are you French? Where are you? How old are you? What do you want? Where are you? How old are you? What do you want? Where are you? How old are you? What do you want? Where are you? How old are you? What do you want? Where are you? Kitchen. Where are you? How old are you? What do you want? Where are you? How old are you? What do you want? Where are you? How old are you? What do you want? Where are you? How old are you? What do you want? Nope. Don't think it's Spirit Box. Don't know what its favorite room is yet either. Let's grab the temperature probe. Ask if it likes pie. Do you like pie? Do you eat pie? What is your favorite pie? Apparently its favorite pie is living room pie. Wow, those are some EMF level 5 spikes if ever I've seen them. Let's get a temperature probe because we have no idea what its favorite room actually is, and we'll put some UV down. No, you know what? We'll grab the EMF. So you were in here, but were you in here long enough to move? Is this your favorite room now? It might be. It's very cold here. Oh, the breaker hasn't been on long enough. You did start off as a basement ghost. Are you still a basement ghost? Yeah, not necessarily. Yeah, it's colder in the lounge than anywhere else. But it's also kind of cold in the kitchen. Not that cold in the kitchen. It's pretty warm here. Okay, that's not EMF level 5. I thought we were going to get EMF level 5. Oh, 2.8. Dude! Oh, that is EMF level 5. Cool. Utility room, maybe? So close to freezing without being freezing. I think it's in here at the moment. So I'm going to give him that. Grab this. Don't see any orbs. Give this another quick whirl. Where are you? How old are you? What do you want? Where are you? How old are you? What do you want? Where are you? How old are you? What do you want? Call that a no. Yep. 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 Yeah, that's really cold. Yep. Utility. Where are you? Utility. I don't know what kind of pie living room pie is. Is that like pie made of sofa? It'd be all leathery. Oh, I don't need that anymore. We got EMF level 5. That's really it, isn't it? Yeah, so wait, what have we got so far? We know it's EMF level 5. That's it. Also kind of looks like the twins. Are you twins? Are you twins? Are you twins? Are you twins? Are you Goryo? Twins? Are you twins? Are you twins? Are you twins? Not sure. Oh yes, wait. That seemed like it was over here, didn't it? Perchance. Might have been the basement door. Might have been the garage door. Might have been all manner of doors. Ah. Fingerprints. Two sets. Myling Obake Goryo Jin. Is that written in the book? No. Are you Myling? I think dots would be Goryo at this point. EMF level 5 and fingerprints. Goryo is dots. Jin is freezing. It's not freezing. Myling is ghost riding. And Obake is ghost orbs. Not seeing ghost orbs. Not seeing dots. I reckon it's going to turn out to be ghost riding. And be a Myling. Makes it a little easier to see the book. Yep, definitely still here. It's not freezing. It's right on the cusp of it, but it's not freezing. Nope, still perfectly normal. Except for that one. Look at 6 fingers. 6. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fingers. 'Tis an Obake. Because no other ghost except for the Obake leaves that weird fingerprints. Weakness. Sometimes this ghost will shapeshift, leaving behind unique evidence. Specifically, 6-fingered fingerprints. It's the first time I've seen them. But there we go. That's the Obake's tell. Is that just occasionally, these fingerprints, that's why I kept looking. So I'm like, oh, it's a fingerprint ghost. It could always be an Obake. Now they're only supposed to last 1 minute. I don't really have a timer. Well, I sort of do. I can watch for a little bit longer and see how long they take to go away. So they don't always go away in 1 minute. Sometimes they go away in 2 minutes like they're supposed to, but sometimes they go away in 1 minute. It's touched another door somewhere else. That's still there. I think it's now throwing things in the lounge. Oh no, here we are. Now you're wandering around over here. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. What? Oh, utility. Oh. Are you here? Right. That answers with the room. Should be gone by now. Oh, there we go. No, that was like 2 minutes. Alright. It was only training, but now we know. This one was an Obake, which means the evidence we were looking for was ghost riding. It still hasn't done it. Oh no. The evidence we were looking for was... the hell? Oh, orbs. Ghost orbs? We're not on Nightmare. Where are your ghost orbs? You must be in a different room then. Like your favourite room must be a different room. Because we don't have any orbs. And this is a nightmare. Alright, so dots isn't a thing, so let's get rid of that. Whoops. Where's your orbs? Kitchen orb? No. Dining room orb? No. Basement orbs. Basement orbs. So your favourite room is still the basement, you just were spending all of your time in the utility room. You're a weirdo. You're as crazy as Carol. Or have you just moved now? There was an orb just a second ago, now I don't see it anymore. Have you just decided to change rooms just as I was talking about it? I think you have, haven't you? Nope, there's the orb. Yep. Alright, I'm going to leave it there. And I'm going to go prove it to you. There will be orbs on that camera now. So we do still appear to have the problem of ghosts that don't spend much time in their actual ghost room. There's the orb. There it is again. How very weird. Oh, of course, and I know my sanity. Oh, I forgot this wasn't Nightmare. I could have come back to the truck and actually checked my sanity. And then tried all the things. Anyway, we did still establish a few of the questions. So that's all I really wanted to do. We even worked out what the ghost was, even though it was only a training mission, but that was amusing. So look, that wasn't a very good video, guys. We really only did one proper hunt, which was high school, but we did get the twins, and we did get an Obake, and we did see the Obake's fingerprints, which was kind of cool. Alright, I'll tell you what else I can do, though. I can show you this, because if you haven't seen it yet... Now watch the gap. And then, of course, there's this Creepington, who's, you know, just watching. Doesn't have anything else to do, apparently. And the skeleton in the cupboard, if you haven't seen that. Because that's always cool, too. Anyway, that is going to do it, guys. It's all the time I have today. I am tired. I have been up since very early, house hunting, etc., etc. So, if you did enjoy this video and you're watching it over on YouTube, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you'd like to see more of my content. If you'd like to catch a live show, definitely hit that notification bell. because it is kind of random when I go live. I do try to sometimes keep it to sort of similar time frames, but no, it's all over the place. You never know when I'm going to stream. If you'd like to help me out over on Twitch, or you'd like to catch a live stream on Twitch, hit that follow button. That's the one that works over there. That encompasses sort of the subscribe and the notification, and is about as close to a like as you're allowed to get on Twitch. But yeah, otherwise leave me a comment as well on YouTube. I do have some videos on Twitch that you can now watch. They're mainly just short clips, but you know, you might enjoy some of those short clips. I'm trying to put together some longer stuff, like bits that I can take out of longer streams that are worth watching, but I haven't really had anything that I think is that good. I might try and put those Minecraft tutorials that I started this stream with up. In fact, I completely forgot to change from Minecraft to Phasmophobia, so I played for Phasmophobia for an hour, and as far as Twitch is concerned, I'm still playing Minecraft, so sorry Twitch. Oh well. It only hurts me, it doesn't hurt you. We'll see. But yeah. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Have a lovely evening, and I will see you in the next one.